Today, we have Michelle Cole, who is a CFLR COO.
Hi, Kara. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great. I think it's really important to really promote these support groups that we have so more people know about them and can take advantage of the service that we provide. And I think we first really wanted to talk about, why, right? Why is there this need for these types of support groups?
Right. Well, I think everybody in our community is probably well aware of the increases in the overdoses and the fatal overdoses in our local community, even in Oneida County, which, we're a fairly small community. We've lost 60 people so far this year due to overdose. To me, that number is huge. That's 60 daughters, sons, that's somebody's child. I mean, I can't imagine what these parents are going through and to have, and sometimes the death due to an overdose is sometimes so stigmatized. They don't get the support that they truly need. And that's why we've introduced the support groups. We actually had a family come to us and say to us, I'd really like a support group that just knows exactly what I'm going through. Everybody in the support group has been where I am, and we can really support each other and lean on each other. So that's how we developed the TLC, which is the Light Carried Support Group. That's for parents who have suffered the loss of a child due to an overdose. We have several people who have been with us for at least a year. We've had the group for a little bit over a year, and it's just amazing. The information you hear, things that you would never even consider, like if somebody's lost a child, you would never think that somebody would say some of the stuff that they've said to them and how painful that is for them. Sometimes it's just a really nice thing for them to go into this safe area. They can say whatever they're feeling. They can come up with some coping mechanisms. There's a lot of different things that these families share with us on what's helped them and what might help somebody else in this journey.
Yeah, that sounds like a great group. I know there's some really lovely families in it, and they really got a lot out of it, and they are really, really hoping to build it up because I'm sure there's a lot of other families out there who could use this similar support group. And when is that, Michelle?
Second and fourth Tuesday of the month. I have to remember because we just changed it to make it officially the second and fourth Tuesday. So that's the second and fourth Tuesday. But the families in this group are so supportive. They're really looking to provide others with support because they feel like they have gained so much being in these groups that they'd really like to be able to support somebody else on their journey too. Although it's a sad journey, they want to make sure people know that they have support.
And there's other people out there going through the same thing, right? And it helps them create a sense of community and really people that they can be really honest and open with that have experienced the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so
and that's
important.
from 6 to 7:30, and it is via Zoom. We may be doing it in person soon too, but it is always available on Zoom.
It's always available on Zoom. So far, the Zoom has worked out very well because it's a little bit later in the evening and people can, be home, they made their dinner, and then they come in and we really have some fellowship and talk and really have a lot of support for each other.
That's great. So that one is the Light Carried Support Group, and it's open to parents experiencing or experienced a loss of a loved one due to an overdose or of other addiction. So then there's another one. What is the other one? It's just a family support group as well.
Yes, a family support group, and that's usually run by Bonnie Carr. And what she does is she really tries to get to help families of people who currently have some substance use disorder and addiction. And she tries to give them tools, and she tries to give them a sense of wellness. Like they have to take care of themselves before they can really help to take care of somebody else. So she gives a lot of tips and tricks, and how to set boundaries, what's going to be healthy boundaries for them, and just gives them a lot of different tools. You'd be surprised how, she's been in the addiction field for a long time, so she has a lot of tools in her toolbox that she can help families with.
That's awesome. I know sometimes people get so focused on helping the loved one that is in recovery or trying to get into recovery, whatever, we kind of forget about the rest of the family, right? And so this group really helps with that. Again, creating a community, being around other people who are going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing. You know, and it also teaches them some great communication skills and how to ask for help, because I'm sure everybody's bad at sometimes asking for help, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so when is that one?
That one is the first and third Tuesday of the month, and that's also run at the same times, and that's 6 to 7:30.
Okay, and that is also on Zoom. And if you know somebody, a family, or you yourself is in need or could use one of these support groups, you can go right on our website, whenthere'shelpthere'shope.com, and look on our calendar for pretty much every Tuesday. There's one or the other of these support groups, and you can click the Zoom link is right on our calendar. You can click right there, or you can call our office at 733-1709, and one of our program assistants can also give you the Zoom link. Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Michelle, before we close up?
Just to say how much we really like working with the families, and what a great opportunity that gives us. I've met some of the most amazing families through this opportunity that CFLR has given me to work in these support groups. So I really appreciate that.
Thanks for coming on and talking about this, Michelle. I think it's really important, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who could really benefit from this. So hopefully they see it or they pass it on to somebody who they think could use it.